Hello, friend. This is Ryan Hicks of TalkToProfit.com, and today I want to talk to you about how to boost your energy levels. Now, I'm not talking about just your physical energy, but also your mental energy, because sometimes people kind of conflate the two. But there are some very basic and simple things you can do that will help you boost your energy in your mind. Consequently, when you do boost your mind, you get your energy levels up, your thinking. It does help your physical body have more energy. Think of this. If you walk into a room and you're greeting someone and you talk like this. Hey, how are you doing? I sure hope you're doing great today. Does that seem high energy, or does it seem low vibrational, down, maybe depressed even? The words are fine. There's nothing wrong with the words. But the energy level is so minimal and down. You could literally pull someone down because it just seems so sad and depressed. But what if you said the same thing, but you said it upbeat? Hey, how you doing? I hope you're doing great today. And you just had that upbeat, high energy vibration about you as you spoke. Now here's the thing. Energy-wise, it's not taking you any more effort, really, to perk up your speech. Because even if you're using the right words, if you're saying them in the wrong vibration, it gets picked up on. And people will react accordingly, not just to your words, but to the way you said them. We know this in dogs. Dogs respond to fear. If someone's afraid of them, the dog will start growling at them, where maybe the dog normally doesn't growl at people, but they do at that person because that person has a fear of dogs. They sense that fear, and they know that fear means potential danger, because this being that's afraid of me might hurt me. But in humanity, we have the same thing. There's all kinds of untold, unspoken things that we read from people, we sense from them. The way they stand, the way they cross their arms or don't cross their arms, how they hold their hands, how they gesture with their hands. There's a whole lot where their eyes look as they're speaking. There's a whole lot that we observe that tells us a lot of information about what the person is saying or not saying. It could tell us whether what they're saying is true or not. It could tell us whether they believe it or not. There's a lot of things, but one of those things that's most important is how you speak, the tonality of it, how you come across. Do you have that high energy? If you just boost up your tone a little bit, say things a little more excitedly, you would actually increase your energy levels. You wouldn't feel as down. If you're feeling down, if you're feeling low, you would feel more upbeat. You know, years and years and years ago, when I would sometimes have days when I woke up and I felt down, thankfully I've renewed my mind so much, I don't have days like that. Of course, I'm very disciplined about what I do before I go to sleep the night before, so that I don't wake up in a bad mood. I don't wake up feeling bad or fretting or worried or whatever. But when I did in the past, you know what I would do if I'm feeling bad, just something feels weird, feels off? I would immediately address it. Not go throughout my whole day feeling bad or feeling down and just suffer through the day. I would immediately address it. Why am I feeling this way? What's going on in my heart right now? I would find the issue. Normally it was because something I was thinking about the night before. It got me worried, and my mind spent the entire night on that issue, the negativity of it, the drama of it, the issues, whatever. And so, of course, I didn't wake up feeling refreshed and joyful like normal, because I put myself in the position to only be able to wake up in that negative, low vibrational state by my own actions. So one simple thing you can do to boost your energy levels is to not go to sleep worrying, bothered. Don't watch the news and then go to sleep. Don't read negative stories. Don't get on social media and hear about this bad thing and that bad thing. the politics, the inflation, the money, and just don't listen to any of that stuff right before you go to sleep. And I tell you some wisdom that I got many years ago from some people who were very successful, was that they did not let themselves in the last 2 hours of their day have any negativity be even possible. So they wouldn't answer the phone after a certain time, and they knew they had a few hours before they're going to go to sleep. They certainly didn't watch the news. Many of these people never watched the news at all. They didn't read the news. But if they did not do it that last 2 hour period before they went to sleep. They did everything in their power to make sure that last 2 hours was empowering them to have a good night's sleep in the highest vibrational state and wake up feeling refreshed and renewed and joyful to have another great day. That's an easy way to boost your energy up. Now, it may be a little contrary to what you've been doing. Many people, they just kind of float around and go to sleep whenever. There's no plan, there's no rhyme or reason to it. And oftentimes people will drag themselves down. They're watching late night shows, they're watching the news, they're reading social media, they're watching videos, and all this stuff is dragging them down, lowering them, and then they go to sleep like that. Or maybe they have the good sense to not partake of that stuff, but they're worrying. They're fretting about the next day and what's going to happen. And it hasn't even happened yet, but they're all worried and fearful and causing themselves to already have a bad day based on tomorrow, which hasn't even happened. And oftentimes, actually almost always, all the stuff they worried about doesn't even happen anyway. Now, they have a lot of other bad experiences because they put themselves in that low vibrational state and they can only attract more low vibration things. But the things that they were worrying about that got their vibration low don't even happen. It's that old saying that I had many fears and some of them actually happened. Don't put yourself to bed that way. Don't put yourself in that low vibrational state. Now, if you've done that and you set aside the last 2 hours of your day to be high vibration, positive, uplifting, good things only. Now, of course, I shouldn't have to say this, but I'm going to anyway. Your whole entire day should be good, positive, uplifting things. But I understand that as you go and interact with other people, you may hear things that aren't the positive, good vibration things that you would normally listen to in your own self. But those last 2 hours you have definite control over. You choose them, you make them the best. And that will boost your energy throughout the next day. But as you wake up as well, you need to focus on the good. Don't wake your day up and start checking emails and getting complaints from customers or your boss complaining about this or this person complaining about that. If your emails are not positive and uplifting, do not check them the first thing in the morning. Get into meditation, read some scripture, focus on something inspirational. Just meditate, do your affirmations. Tell God about all the things you're grateful for in your life, no matter how small they may be. Get yourself in that high vibrational state immediately when you wake up. Don't start worrying about bills, or how's this going to happen, or this bad thing, or my boss is going to say this to me, or don't do any of that. Now, you should strive to not do any of that at all, ever, but definitely don't do it when you first wake up. Get your day started right in the highest vibrational state, thinking about the best things, talking the best things, and focusing on the best things. If you'll do that, you will watch as your energy levels get boosted and boosted and boosted throughout the day. The crashes that many people have throughout the day will be less likely to happen to you, and the mental crashes won't happen to you at all. Understand that if it's a physical energy issue that you're having issues with, make sure you're eating the proper vegan diet. If you're eating cookies all day, listen, you could eat a vegan diet that consists of cookies and junk food. You're not going to be feeling great. Yes, you had the ethical component taken care of. You're not doing something that's hurting any other beings. That's good. But your health is suffering. Eat good actual plants, be nourished by them, and watch as your energy levels skyrocket. Many people a lot of their low energy levels, that also leads into them being more negative in their thought life, is because of what they're eating. You have to cut out dead, rotting flesh. You have to cut out processed foods. You have to cut out sodas and all this junk. Coffees. Why do you need coffee? Well, I don't have enough energy. It's because of what you're eating, and probably the coffee is actually part of it. Because now you're becoming dependent on external things to come into your body to give you energy. Energy that should come naturally to you if you're doing the right things and eating the right way. My friend, you can have boatloads of energy, way more energy than you need throughout the day to get all that you need to get done and accomplished each day. You shouldn't have days where you're tired and worn out. I get it if you don't get enough sleep the night before, things like that. But I'm talking about day in and day out. That should not be your habit. Your habit should be one of being in a high vibrational state, full of energy mentally, full of energy physically, and doing the things you need to do each and every day and being the greatest success you could possibly be. My friend, I pray this is a blessing for you. May God bless you richly.